Happy Sunday, survivors, and welcome to Qigong with Kevin. Shout out to Aortic TV for all they do and all their great programs. And make sure today, before practicing Qigong, that you have clearance with your doctor. Qigong is nice, gentle, and easy, and very good for your body. So today we're going to do some seated Qigong, and we're going to talk about protection. We're coming towards the end of summer, and I love summer, especially Florida summers. I grew up in South Florida, and it was always the beach, the sunshine, the hurricanes, and but now I live in Tallahassee, so I have to add the colder weather. And it's not cold yet. However, it will be cold soon, and cold is a pathogen, an external pathogen, as we describe it in Chinese medicine, that can affect our body. So I want to share with you today some protection flows and protection methods to help keep our body healthy, keep our qi balanced, and keep our body systems going strong during the approaching changes in weather, the fall and the winter. So find a chair, comfortable chair. We're going to do seated Qigong today, and let's move some Qi. All right, survivors, we'll start by putting our feet flat on the ground, about shoulder width apart, and connect to the earth through our feet. There's so many good resources that we can find by connecting to the earth. Earth energy is very nurturing, and we came from the earth, and we can draw up earth energy. So connecting our feet to the surface, a good solid connection is always a good way to start nurturing our body and tonifying our body and letting the qi flow through the channels as it needs to. So what we'll do is start by turning our hands down, palms facing the floor, facing the earth, and we're going to gather earthly qi. Survivors, hold your arms out, fingers spread. Lao Gong point, pericardium 8, right here in the middle of our palm, facing the earth. And feel that earth qi flow into our hands. Now, survivors, we've practiced our belly breathing many times before, so let's take 3 belly breaths. On the inhale, remember, our belly expands. Exhale, belly contracts. Inhale, belly expands. Exhale, belly contracts, connecting to the earth. One more time. This time, let our sides and our back expand too on the inhale. Inhale. Feel the qi begin to flow in our body. Belly contracts on the exhale. So we've connected to the earth. Now, survivors, we're going to connect to the heavens, to the cosmos. So we will extend our arms out to the side and palm, Lao Gong, facing up to the cosmos. And 3 more belly breaths, survivors. Inhale, belly and sides and back expand. Exhale, belly and sides and back contract, back to the spine. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. With palms up facing the heavens and the cosmos, we open our qi flow to all of our guardian angels and all of the spirits in the heavens to welcome them into our body and assist in the qi flow and our protection and our health. So we've balanced heaven and earth, and we'll start with just some gentle warm-ups. moving side to side in our chair, just as far as you can, survivors. Nothing rough today. We're going to move our flow in a gentle pattern. Move from the waist, not the hips. Exhale as we turn. Inhale as we come back to center. Exhale as we turn. Inhale as we come back to center. Exhale as we turn. Inhale as we come back to center. You can do this movement back and forth, which is really a hybrid of knocking on the door of life while you're seated, as slow as you want, timing it, integrating it with your breath. Inhale, center. Exhale as we engage to the side. Okay, let's make fists like we're holding a baby bird. Spinal cord breathing, survivors. On the exhale, our elbows come together, tuck our chin in. Smile on our face. Stretch our shoulders back, arms open. 70% effort on the inhale. Exhale. Feel the chi beginning to move up and down the spine, chin tucked in. This is a slight peristalsis movement, getting the chi moving up and down our spine, spinal fluid flow. Really good way to wake up our back. Begin opening up the meridians in our side, and our back, and our front, and our arms. Inhale, back. Smile, look up to the cosmos. Exhale, come back to center. Feel that chi beginning to flow from lumbar spine up through the thoracic spine into the cervical spine. I love spinal cord breathing. Such a great, gentle way to stretch our body and move the chi through our body. Now, as we come back, this time, let's open our palms, Lao Gong facing Lao Gong, into a prayer stance. I like prayer stance because I can associate it with compassion and intuition. As we open up, breathe in. This time, we'll bring our thumbs to our third eye point as we bend over and recognize the intuition that we have for protection. Come back, thumbs over our heart area. Compassion. Open up. Last time, we'll place both hands over right under our umbilicus, our lower dantian, and slightly rub, massage our belly in a counterclockwise motion. Feel the chi flowing in to our lower dantian. Our lower dantian is the center, holds the center of our vitality, our gene essence, and our kidneys. Okay, survivors, I wanted to briefly talk to you today again about protection with the cold weather coming up. What do you think some of the pathogens are? This is what my teacher asked us yesterday. What do you think some of the pathogens are that can affect our body? Well, there's cold and there's heat, external pathogens, and diseases that can come in. So our skin is a really good protective layer. And keeping our pores tonified is so important. Letting the chi begin to flow in and out of our pores is so very important. We've talked before about the many different types of qi, and one type of qi, defensive qi, is called Wei qi, W-E-I, Wei qi. And Wei qi, you can think of it, it flows around the outside of our body like a cosmic eggshell. So if you can imagine a cosmic eggshell just enveloping our body, that's our Wei qi. It's a force field around our body. And if we've got our qi in balance through good diet and good exercise and minimizing stress, good stress management, then our Wei qi is going to be very strong. But when our Wei qi, when our diet fails and we neglect our exercise, we overstimulate ourselves, don't get enough rest, then that force field slowly begins to break down. And that's happened to all of us. So one way to tonify or strengthen that Wei qi, that cosmic egg around us, that force field around us, is to do turning the wheel. And we've done this before because there are extraordinary meridians that run different parts of our body. The renmai, the conception vessel, runs up and down the front of our body. The dumai runs up our back through our spine, up over our head, and connects with the renmai. So it makes a big loop, front and back, creating strong Wei qi, strong force field to protect us against pathogens. So by turning the wheel, we've done this flow before. Turning the wheel is a really good way to strengthen the force field in our back and our front. Of course, it opens our shoulders and opens our yin and yang meridians in our arms as we turn the wheel. So with turning the wheel, we're strengthening and tonifying the dumai up the back. The qi flows up, qi flows down the renmai. Qi flows up the dumai, qi flows down the renmai. If you're standing, it's even easier. Qi flows up the back, over our head. Qi flows down the front, down the ren, up the dumai, down the ren, up the dumai, one more time, down the ren. So this is a really good movement, really good flow. Survivors to practice when you're sitting in your chair. Very easy to do. You can visualize strengthening your defensive Wei qi that's flowing up the back, up the du, and down the ren in the front. Now, survivors, there's also a belt meridian, which comprises the horizontal plane in this cosmic egg. And the belt meridian is called the daimai, D-A-I, daimai. And Wei qi flows around our body in a horizontal plane. Then we also have extraordinary meridians that flow up our side at a 90-degree flow to the ren and the du. And these are called the yin wei mai and the yang wei mai that flows up and down our sides. And these extraordinary meridians complete that cosmic eggshell around us. So one thing to keep in mind, survivors, as we move into winter and colder weather, and even the winds of fall, and also the dog days of summer, because in summer, you can go out and get really hot, even in September and October. However, you come into the air conditioning and all of a sudden your pores are shocked and the wind can enter through your pores as a pathogen and create disharmony in your qi and your blood flow. So strengthening the du and the ren, turning the wheel, and then the daimai on your horizontal plane. And also, we'll do the protection cross in a minute, the yin wei mai and yang wei mai side to side. So envision that cosmic force shield that you are creating every time you move chi and strengthening your Wei Qi, your protective Qi. So, besides external pathogen survivors, there's also a number of internal pathogens that I find. A lot of that is self created, like stress, relationships that have gone awry, and many other factors or pathogens that can actually affect the balance and the flow of our chi and our blood and the overall functioning of our internal organs. So, want to do what our teacher was showing us yesterday about cutting cords. Now, cutting cords is specifically related to relationships with other people that don't serve your highest and best good. And we all have those. It's just natural human nature to have dysfunctional relationships with other humans. So, one good exercise is called cutting cords. And my teacher showed us yesterday where we actually envision that we're cutting cords to relationships with people, not necessarily cutting the actual physical relationship with that person, but the specific instance of disharmony that's not working between the two people. So we're going to cut the cords and just envision lifting your arm up and thinking about any relationship that you might have with anybody that is not serving your highest and best good, and just cut that cord, just like you have a razor blade or a knife, and you're just cutting that dysfunctional relationship. Other side. In the front. Cutting cords is really good. You don't have to touch your body. You can just envision what's not working between you and whomever else, and just cut that. Just cut it. In the front, down the sides, in the back. Very freeing to cut whatever is not working for us. One of my favorite poem survivors, there's a line in it that says, I want to know that you can disappoint to be true, disappoint others to be true to yourself. And I think that's so powerful, to be able to cut that cord. If it's not working for your highest and best good, cut that negativity, remove the negativity that's causing stress in our body that will ultimately weaken our Wei Qi and our immune system, and just cut those cords. Make this a daily practice. If you're on social media and you're having arguments with somebody else about politics or the weather or diet or color of clothes or whatever, you're just going to cut those cords in love, with compassion. We don't even have to tell anybody that we're cutting those cords. We are just cutting the cords. Survivors, it's a good exercise too. I really gets the chi flowing, gets the chi moving in our body. And it's a wonderful practice to do on a timely basis, regular basis, throughout the week. Is if you find yourself entangled in cords, then you're going to start moving slowly. Your chi is going to start moving slowly. Your blood's going to find stagnation, and your organs are going to become out of balance. Therefore, weakening that Wei Qi force field around us, that egg that's around us, that cosmic force field. So cutting cords is a very good practice. And after, as a follow-up to cutting cords, let's bathe in some good chi by brushing down our arms, brushing to the other side, down our foot, washing off anything that remains, and coming back up and reversing, bringing in fresh chi, other side. We'll sweep down the arm, sweep under the arm, cross over our body. It feels so good. Sweep down, sweep out any remaining bad chi and bring in fresh chi up across our body, under our arm. One more time, survivors. Sweep down our arm, polishing up the chi in our body. Bring it back up. Last time, this arm. Feel the chi polished as we brush down our body back up. Crossing over patterns keeps chi from becoming stuck. Okay, very good, survivors. Thank you. So I would encourage you now to think about this next flow, which I love. It's called protection cross. And one of the mudras, protection mudras, is when you cross your arms with the back of each hand facing each other. It's a very powerful protection cross. Now, on the protection flow, we're going to sweep up, cross our arms down, bring up earthly chi, bring down heavenly chi, cross our arms up. We can do this as slow as we need to. Inhale on the up, chi rises, chi falls. Make the protection cross with your arms. Chi rises, gathering heavenly chi, bringing down heavenly chi, bringing up earthly chi, gathering chi into our body. Lifting our arms above our head, survivors, is very important. Many of us have spent years sitting in a chair, learning how to talk, learning how to walk. And if we don't use our muscles, we're going to lose our muscles, especially the shoulders and the arms. I tell people, move your arms above your head on a regular basis. It may hurt at first because a lot of times we're not used to this, but this is a beautiful flow, this protection cross. So significant, so meaningful, strengthening our Wei Qi, helping us open our lungs, inviting fresh air and fresh Qi into our lungs for our Po spirit, the spirit from Chinese medicine that resides in our lungs and governs the pores on our skin, which is one of the first defenses against external pathogens. Come back, survivors, into the protection mudra. Smile on your face. Let's take 3 deep belly breaths, kidney breaths included, and sides. So on the inhale, our belly is going to expand forward to the sides and out the back. You can close your eyes if you like. On the exhale, contract back towards the spine. On the inhale, sides and back and belly expand. On the exhale, contract back towards the spine. Last time, survivors. Very good. So practice cutting the cords. Anytime you find yourself in a situation where your ultimate good, highest good is not being served, and you find you're in a situation where it's a very detrimental relationship, I find that to be true quite often on social media. Cut that cord. Good exercise physically and good exercise mentally, cutting the cord. Thank you, survivors. It's been a great Sunday. I hope your week is awesome. Look forward to next Sunday. Thank you, Aortic Hope, for all you do. And as always, may you be blessed and filled with chi.